Atha Chay Anam Nitya Jatam Nityam Va Manyase Mritam Nityam Va Manyase Mritam Tathapi Tvam Mahabaho Tathapi Tvam Mahabaho Ne Anam Sochitam Arhasi Ne Anam Sochitam Arhasi. Arjun, even if you think that the self is perpetually born and perpetually dies, even then, O mighty arm, Mahabaho, mighty arm Arjun, you should not grieve. Shri Krishna is saying that if it's the characteristics of humans to die, then why is Arjun grieving about this? This verse is not stated in any Samkhya scripture, and it's one that Shri Krishna is about to explain in this verse. The next verse, we explain what Samkhya is. Samkhya is pure logic, it's pure mathematics. You have two types of scriptures. You have mathematical, logical scriptures, for example, physics, chemistry, and you have analogical scriptures like art. If someone draws a painting of a blob, he can say it's a horse, even if it hasn't got a tail, if it hasn't got legs, he drew it, so he decides that's art. Most scriptures are like this, but Samkhya is pure logic, logical scriptures. So this thing that Shri Krishna is saying is not in any Samkhya scripture anywhere. And there's a word in Sanskrit called Durjano Doshane, which says that if the person on the other side is not prepared to accept the facts we're saying, then you can use their own arguments to explain the truth to them. The person sitting facing us is wrong, but we try to understand them. Then if you use their arguments, then we can even use those arguments to prove them wrong. And that's what's used to show them that their way of thinking is wrong. Shri Krishna tells Arjuna that fair enough, let us accept that your way of thinking that uses the words Atha Chay, showing that Arjuna thinks this and not Shri Krishna. Look at that, Atha Chay, even if you think that. Therefore, Shri Krishna says, even then, Arjuna should not grieve, even if he thinks that the soul dies. In the Mahabharata, there's a beautiful verse. I think it's in the 5th verse, in the 2nd chapter, first book. It says, Ayodhya mano niyate yudhya mansta jivati. Meaning, it can often happen that person can still go to the battlefield and still live. A person may not even go to the battlefield and still dies. So it can happen the other way around. But Arjuna thinks that they'll survive. If he doesn't kill them on the battlefield, then Arjuna is wrong, because they're going to die whatever happens. So who kills them? Kalam, Prapyam, Maharaja, Nakshashi, Divyakti, Vadate. Meaning that when a human being's time comes, and death comes to collect them, then nobody can save him. Shri Krishna is trying to tell Arjuna here that even if you think that you're going to kill these people, then it's your mistake, because time is going to come, and when that time comes, nobody knows it, neither you nor I. And we do know that neither you nor I can do anything about it. Therefore, Arjuna, you should not grieve. Nobody gets saved. So, okay? Verse 27, which